Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. This is another pick card reading and today's topic is messages from your inner child. I feel like on a collective level we are all ready to release and heal a lot of things coming from our childhood, and that's why I'm bringing forward this pick card reading. So we have 4 groups. I want you to pick 1, 2 or 3 or 4 because I obviously don't have anything to show you guys, but I thought that's a good exercise for your telepathy, for your intuition, because now you're not picking with your eyes and what aesthetically pleases you or draws you in, but simply with what you feel intuitively. So I think that this is a great exercise. I have a couple of questions right here to keep in mind while I do the readings, because I kind of want to go over them in each one reading. So yeah, pick between 1, 2, 3 or 4, and I will provide you with timestamps in the comment section below so you can jump right into your reading. I don't know why I did the pose, but hello pile number 1, welcome to your reading. I have a channeled message for you guys with automatic writing. Then I'm gonna be diving in with tarot cards and oracle cards, and yeah, we'll just go with the flow. So the channeled message is: we used to have a lot of imaginary friends and they're very real. They are your guides, connect with them. So you guys, since a kid, you had a very wild imagination, but it's actually your psychic ability really coming through during your childhood. Some of your relatives or even friends or just maybe adults, for most of you, have really cut you off that source of energy, that clear vision. I'm sorry, I just saw something. That clear vision that you had, and your inner child really wants you to tap into it again. Some of you may have developed a fear of the dark, is what I'm getting. Fear of really trusting your intuition, because it's been it wasn't appreciated and it wasn't validated when you were a kid. Actually, it was quite the opposite situation. People might have told you, you know, it's not real, it's just your imagination. But actually, with you guys, your imagination is the gateway towards your guides, towards your spirituality, and towards connecting with the higher realms, with 5D energy. So I want you to really tune into these things. And even if you can remember one of your guides, I'm seeing for some of you a fairy. Yeah, a fairy and a mermaid are coming through. But if you can remember how a guide of yours looked when you were a kid, tune into that, because those are probably your spirit guides right now, and you may even receive synchronicity around them, especially after watching this video, because it's almost, you can view this as an activation, right? When we remember things, we activate layers of our DNA, of our spiritual DNA, of our connection with the higher self. So after we remember certain information, our intuition can be strengthened almost. Okay, so now let's get messages from the oracle cards. So the questions I have for your inner child, actually I want to dive in with tarot for the beginning. What does your inner child love to do? Okay, we're gonna start off with this. What does your inner child love to do, pile 1? That's an important question, because this is how you will know how you can nurture your inner child. Ooh, okay, the 3 of Pentacles. Your inner child loves to be creative. Your inner child loves to make things very crafty. Your inner child is very crafty. It loves to take an idea and materialize it. It also loves to learn new skills, to explore new fields. Let's see, what does your inner child love to do? Oh, the 3 of Cups in reverse and the 2 of Cups. Okay. Your inner child is a little builder, okay? You really take your imagination and you turn it into reality. With the Two of Cups also, I love that I see that you love, your inner child loves collaboration. Your inner child loves to share ideas and explore and get people's opinions. But I see that you like to collaborate with maybe one person, because the Three of Cups is in reverse, so maybe not a big crowd, but someone, for example, you share a soulmate connection with. You would love to connect your ideas with this person, share them with them, and even, invite them into your projects. That's what your inner child loves. You know what I'm getting? If you're into human design, this sounds like a projector for me. um it almost feels like, as long as someone is supporting you, especially this one person, as long as someone is supporting you, giving you advices, they're complimenting your work, they're or criticizing your work, but very constructively, you get inspired, you are fueled to keep going, to keep moving with the project. But if you initiate something alone, it feels like you don't finish it. You need someone to hold you accountable, because your inner child is very much distracted. Okay, so you like to start projects, you like to start a lot of things. You may have Lyran or Vegan connections. I'm talking about Vega the star. That's in the Lyran constellation, if you're a starseed, or even Pleiadian energy is coming through. But for sure, you're a creator. However, you need someone to support you. It feels like maybe your parents were very supportive, but your community wasn't. So like the mom and dad, they supported your dreams, they inspired your craft, they motivated you to keep going, to develop those skills. But something about the community, it's almost like your close people in your close circle were supportive and helpful, but once you presented yourself to the public eye, to the world, once you exposed yourself, the world kind of rejected you. So I'm seeing trauma around this, and you may be hiding your skills and talents. You may keep them to yourself, and you may think of them just as hobbies, but this is probably actually something your inner child wants you to do for a living. Okay, what is your inner child afraid of? Well, definitely confrontation, and actually, yeah, exposing your craft, exposing your creation. But let's get more guidance on what is your inner child afraid of? The High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Some of you are afraid, yes, of revealing yourself, your skills, your talents, and also some of you are very intuitive with your craft and with your art. It's like whatever you create, it's spiritual, it's soulful art, but you're afraid to reveal it to the world, because I feel like many of you, whatever you're doing, it doesn't need to be in the artistic field, right? It can be really anything that makes you creative and crafty, but this most of the time includes the artistic field. So however, I think that you're just putting your secrets, your feelings, your your connection to source, things that you channel. It's very deep, very personal. Okay, whatever you create, it's very personal, it's very spiritually guided by your soul, and that's why you may be afraid to reveal it to the world, because it's almost like people may figure out your weaknesses if you reveal your craft and if you reveal what you love to do. How do you wound your inner child? And then we're gonna look into how the world wounded your inner child. Mockery. So maybe some of you mocked what you created, and you were like, okay, then I'm not gonna do it anymore. Oh, this deck is on fire. What? Oh my god! Whew, I'm sorry. But like, whoa, I just said this deck is on fire, and I was thinking, and my intuition too, hello. And what is your inner child afraid of? We have the world. Saturn, the world, maybe a father figure, or maybe authorities in your life, people who you feel they know, they have mastered what you are doing, what you want to master. So you're like, I'm not gonna show myself because they will judge me, they will find the imperfections. I'm saying that your mom was more gentle with you. She, you know, she made you to she made you not give up on your dreams. She was like, yes, baby, keep going. The father figure here maybe was more of a, you know, you should approach life with a more logical way. Is this gonna make you money? Is this gonna make profit? Is this the right path for you? Do you think you're that good to be successful? And again, if it's not the father, then it's the world. Then it's like teachers, authority figures. Whenever you gained courage to present yourself, the world was like, you haven't mastered this. Look at all the imperfections. The world was so judgy, especially when you're a kid. This energy could be shifting now for you, because this reading is supposed to be healing and activating you. So please, after you listen to this reading, if it doesn't resonate, watch another pile. If it resonates, I want you to take this as activation. My voice, my face, the cards, the messages, everything right now is an activation for you. This energy will be shifting because you're acknowledging this, because you're diving into your soul, you're connecting with your inner child, okay? So, your inner child is afraid of the world. Your inner child is wounded by the world and by restriction. Yes, I kind of went off from my question. The question was, what does wound your inner child? Your inner child is wounded from by restrictions, okay? By trying to, whatever you're doing, it's not meant for the system, okay? You're not meant to be part of the system. It's not meant to be accepted by the system. You are supposed to live out of the matrix. Your inner child knows this. It's known this all along. Don't try to be validated by hierarchy. Yes, sorry. Don't try to be validated by hierarchy. Don't try to be validated by authorities and by people who pose restrictions over you. Your inner child wants freedom. With the High Priestess in reverse, your inner child wants to reveal itself. It wants to come out of the darkness into the light. It wants to reveal the secrets. Okay, some of you possess secret knowledge and you express it through symbols, maybe an art, or if you, I don't know why I'm seeing like you may be constructing or crafting figures or jewelry, or even you may be illustrating stuff, maybe books, whatever it is that you're crafting. You place information into it. It holds activational codes that your soul tribe, the collective, needs. So you will be revealing to the world mysteries, and you're afraid of being judged or not accepted or rejected, right? But your inner child is being wounded. The more you keep yourself in the darkness, the more you keep yourself away from the light, from recognition, the more you wound your inner child. So what can you do to heal your inner child? Well, first thing, I'm reading the questions. First thing first, you should reveal yourself. You should be brave once again, but this time fully. I feel like you always do things mediocre way. Like, you don't reveal your thoughts fully, you don't reveal your knowledge fully, you don't stand your ground fully, okay? You do things halfway. Now it's like you need to go full power into your life purpose. With Saturn energy, I'm being drawn to this card. You are reevaluating how you've been living your life until now, because you're supposed to have a new beginning. That's amazing, you guys. Like, your cards are beautiful. I'm seeing that some of you have a soulmate that's always been supportive. Your inner child can always confide in this person. This could be a friend, it could be a partner, it could be a parent, but this person is definitely a soulmate. It's like a spirit guide in human form. That's beautiful. What can you do to heal your inner child? Chiron. We have Chiron, the multiverse. This is right between the World card and the Fool. No, this is like an additional card. Not every deck has this card. But Chiron with the multiverse detachment in reverse though. Oh my god, what can you do to heal your inner child? You could have Chiron in your 4th, 5th or 11th house specifically. But this, I'm asking the question, but that's just a confirmation. You are already healing your inner child. You know what you're supposed to do to heal your inner child. Wow. With Chiron in reverse, it's like, first of all, look at these. The world and Chiron, the multiverse. The universe and the multiverse. Detachment, attachment, working with the world. You are being called to find your soul tribe. Once you do something that will attract your soul tribe, once you put yourself out there and you attract your soul family, you've already started healing that trauma, that inner child wound. But that's amazing. I want to clarify this. You guys are so powerful. Your reading is crazy. I love this. Fear of the darkness. The fear of the darkness. Some of you actually could be afraid of the dark, right? This could be metaphorical. You stay in the shadow, you hide, but this could be literal. If I channel this, if you're afraid of the dark, this really represents you're afraid of all of your potential and possibilities. The darkness is not evil. We project our fears and we think it's evil, but it's not evil, you guys. The darkness is your potential. It's the unknown. It's almost like the parts of yourself you never knew you possessed. These skills, these aspects, this power you never knew you could tap into. Do you know what people did in ancient Egypt? I learned this from an amazing teacher on YouTube. Go check her out, Gigi Young. She is amazing. She's so pure and powerful. I know I'm a small channel, but I like to do shout outs when I think someone is light. Okay, this person, she was explaining something about how people opened up their psychic abilities in ancient Egypt by staying in the pyramids, and it was absolutely dark, complete darkness, and they kept their eyes open to see. And that's one of even the third eye techniques and teachings she teaches. And it's powerful. I've done this, and it's like you stand in the darkness with open eyes for a couple of minutes. Fears will come up, but you get used to it. Okay, so if you're actually afraid of the dark, like literally, once again, this is your subconscious mind telling you, you are afraid of yourself and your power and your abilities. Okay. The King of Cups in reverse. How can you heal your inner child? Heal the trauma around a missing parent, especially a missing father, or emotionally unavailable father, and once again, authoritative figures. Okay, we have a peacock on the King of Pentacles, which is about showing off, right? You may have trouble showing your gifts, as I already said, but how you can heal is by turn your back on authorities. Stop seeking validation from people you think are masters, okay? Stop seeking validation from them. if your soul family tells you what you do is beautiful and it helps me so much and I really honor you, if you have those people in your life, you're on the right track. Okay? Please, 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 please forget about authority and restriction and structure. You need to free yourself from structure. We even have this here. What does your inner child love to do? The Three of Pentacles, which is earth, energy, structure, creation, learning, and then the Three of Cups are in reverse. Okay, so you're holding onto structure a little too much. You're holding onto that root chakra blockages. Those root chakra blockages a little too much. Your inner child may have been abandoned or rejected, and this has influenced your root chakra. So I suggest you do some meditation around your root chakra and throat chakra, because we have a lot of blues. Okay, now beautiful healing message from the goddesses to your inner child. You are powerful, you guys. Don't be afraid of your power. I love when this happens. I love this in my bones. Okay, we have Freya. Bravery, courage. Look at her. Look how powerful she is. She, I told you could have some light on connections or connections to feline guides, because they usually work with people when you need courage. You may have loved cats when you were a child. You maybe wanted a cat, a pet, especially cats. You may have felt a strong connection to the felines. So yeah, these could be things you can resonate with. But Freya talks about being brave enough to, show yourself to the world. She is blowing the horn and she's like, look at me. Look at me. I'm beautiful, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm intuitive, and I am structured at the same time. I embody full balance of my energies. I feel safe in my body. Do you feel safe in your body? Some of you may have body issues, body dysmorphia, or some sort of eating disorder, or body, how you relate, how you feel in your body, how you relate to your body. You may have some issues around that. And this is coming from childhood once again. I don't know if your looks were rejected or you were mocked for how you looked when you were a kid. Maybe your style of clothing, maybe your body shape, whatever was mocked. You need to feel safe in your body once again. Okay? It's so emotional, you guys. It was never about your appearance. It was never about you changing your looks or improving yourself. It was emotional. It was other people, projecting, other kids projecting their parents' opinions onto you. And because you really feel like an empath, with that imagination and stuff, with the cups, but you turned off this empathic ability because it was too emotionally draining for you. And how you can heal your inner child is to tap into this inner knowing of your worth, of your self-worth, of loving your body, of being brave enough to... That's interesting and kind of weird, but I'm getting that someone doesn't feel beautiful enough to do what they want to do. And you may want to become, for example, a musician, but you don't feel beautiful enough, to film yourself singing a song or playing an instrument. That's just an example. But whatever you're crafting, you almost feel like you're not beautiful enough to put your face on your craft, put your logo, your name on the craft. There's you're lacking worth. But you're so worthy, and whatever you're creating, it's yours. Claim it. Okay, claim it. Give yourself credit for that. Okay, my loves, so happy that I could provide you with this reading. I hope you resonated. If you didn't, once again, choose another pile. Sometimes our intuition can be, a little tricky and we may choose the wrong pile, but I think that most of you will resonate. And please let me know in the comment section below because I love to connect with you. Last final messages are, if you wanna check me out for a personal reading, all of my info is in the description box below. Please visit my website before you want a personal reading. I have my prices there. I have information about what type of readings I like to do and I am best at doing. Some of you have approached me for love readings. I do that, but I will be honest, it's not my strongest area because I just don't vibe with it as much. So yeah, you may want to approach me for something else, or you may want to phrase your question differently. So maybe not ask me for what this connection means to me, but rather why did I encounter the connection? You can figure this out on your own, use your intuition again, but just wanted to mention that love is not my strongest thing. But still, if you feel pulled towards me for love reading, I can do that. I mean, yeah. So finally, my Instagram account is also linked in the description box below. I would love you to follow me there. I post things about my spiritual journey, beings I connect with, information on them, channeled messages, pick card readings, all of that, so you would only benefit. And thank you so much for all the support, sharing, liking, subscribing. This means the world to me. Thank you. Now let's move onto pile 2. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your personal... Excuse me. Welcome to your reading, you guys. Some of you may be actually wondering, should I get a personal with her? I don't know. Okay, I need to shuffle my cards to cleanse them from the previous pile. I have a little channeled message with automatic writing for you guys. So, yeah. I'm seeing a puppet on strings. I'm hearing you had a puppet master and now you're working through being a puppet master. Some of you, you were manipulated when you were a kid and now you may tend to do the same thing. You may have Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. There's a Scorpionic Piscean energy here that I'm feeling, and you don't always do this consciously sometimes, but you tend to manipulate people, and what I'm getting is you tend to extract information from people in a very manipulative way. Your inner child has a hard time pulling you back into your innocence because since a very young age you lost it because of manipulation, because your parents maybe, they were like, if you want to win in life, you need to step on everybody else, you need to always stand up for yourself, you need to it was kind of like toxic leadership teachings. Okay, so it's good to teach your children to be strong, but they were teaching you to, you need to disrespect others in order to be respected. Wow, that's deep. So your channeled message. I always felt misunderstood by relatives. This is your inner child talking to you. I always felt misunderstood by relatives, but Granny loved us the most. She is saying we are on the way towards our purpose. Wow. Let that sink in. I don't know why I'm feeling someone is like, let me let that sink in, okay? Your grandma was the light in the family. She was pure heart chakra energy. Your parents, on the other hand, they had issues. You always felt misunderstood by relatives. It feels like whenever there were family gatherings or whatever, you were standing in the corner and maybe your parents were like, yeah, get to know this person, get to know your uncle, get to know them, talk to them. Why don't you show them what you learned, tell them about your piano lessons or whatever. Whoa, some of you were made to take piano lessons or something. Your grandma is pure energy. For some of you, she passed away and she's like on the other side. She's your guide, guiding you towards your purpose. For others, she's still alive, but she's still like pretty much being the light for you. And she, with her, you are never manipulative with her. Even if you tried to, she would ask you, did your mommy teach you this? Did your daddy teach you this? Where did you learn that from? She checked in with you and you're like, oh, your inner child was like, I was wrong. I did something wrong. I learned something wrong. So yeah, there are very conflicting energies with you guys. I'm sensing a lot of water and air energy, air. The element just jumped out of my head and I was like, what is it? Okay, let's get messages. So as I already explained in the intro, but if you didn't see that, I have my questions right here for, kind of to guide the reading. I feel like I need to provide a little bit more structure in certain readings, and others they go with the flow. But for this specific one, I was guided to do something like a spread, to have questions, to have structure. Okay. So what does your inner child love to do? What do you love to do? This is the best way to connect with your inner child. Doing something your inner child enjoys. Okay. What do you love to do? I was going to say Pisces. Are you Pisces, some of you? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. We have 9 of Pentacles. Material achievements, material blessings. Your inner child, we have Virgo energy. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. What I'm getting for you is that whenever you were emotional or sad or you felt empty, you were seeking emotional comfort, your parents were like, let us take you to Disneyland, let us take you there, let us buy you this. Shut up, don't talk to us, we're busy, let us just, take care of you financially and you'll be happy. Some of you had caretakers actually because your parents were going to work. Some of you were always visiting lessons. Your parents were getting you busy so they could do their own thing. Wow, and your inner child would love some emotional support, okay? I'm reading tarot intuitively, so some of you, if you know the meaning of the cards, respect the fact that I don't always stick to the, traditional meaning of each card. 3 of Cups in reverse. Pile 1 had this as well. Yes, emotional unfulfillment. You know what I'm getting? Even now, when you're an adult, you may try to numb your feelings by going to shopping or going on coffee dates or, going to buy a piece of cake of your favorite cake, favorite shake with a friend or something, just to run away from feelings. That's not nice. That's not nice, you guys. Your inner child wants you to take care of it emotionally. Some of you need to, I want you, when you listen to music, really listen to the lyrics, tune into the melody. I want you to listen to more ballads, more slow emotional songs, because you know what I'm getting? You don't enjoy the art in a sensual way. You analyze it. You're like, is this worth of my attention? Is this professional or not? Should I pay attention to it? Some of you may listen to a lot of mainstream music. Change that. And if you're actually, listening to sensual music, this is what your inner child loves to do, because you have a hard time admitting that you're feeling things, that you have emotions, and music can help you tap into those feelings. Some of you received a big teddy bear for your birthday. but it was a very sad, nostalgic birthday because you received the gift and you were happy, but after that you felt empty. You were like 7 or 6 or 8, around that age. Wow, you guys. But there is for sure, because I'm getting that some of you, you may have been raised by a family that wasn't so financially abundant. If that is the case, you associate abundance and money with happiness because that's what you witnessed in your family, right? They were celebrating when they would get their salary, and they were super anxious and stressed out before getting the salary, when they were running out of money. And you witnessed that, and you may associate money, material possessions, with happiness. But I want you to know it's not happiness. I've been there. I know what it's like. It's not happiness. At some point you feel numb again. Okay, what is your inner child afraid of? Let's see. Feelings. Oh my god. The spirit is kind of laughing about this because, yeah, you're afraid of feelings. I don't know why they're laughing though. Why are they laughing? Because you have some of you have crazy water sign placements in your chart, but you still have a hard time tapping into your emotions. Your higher self is like, we strategically placed you with dominant water, but for some reason you channel your air energy. 9 of Cups. What is your inner child afraid of? We're gonna look into that. 9 of Cups. The 3 of Wands. You're afraid of what future you're going to build for yourself. You're so afraid, Pisces, by the way. 9 of... Oh, no, that's 10 of Cups. Oh my god, you're afraid of building a family, a home, because this could mean sacrificing your success. And for some reason, your family never valued family connection, but they valued financial success and stability. They were always striving to be better. And it's like, you value the same things. You have a hard time seeing yourself having children or a husband or a wife, family. You want to be successful, and you're afraid of how are you going to climb the ladder. That's your biggest concern. Your inner child is so afraid of being judged that you did not accomplish what you were made to promise you're going to accomplish. It sounds like your family at some point, they may have frustrated you, maybe in your teenage years, to the point where you were like, I'm going to prove you that I can be this thing you wanted me to be, although you didn't believe in it. Wow, crazy energy, you guys. This is so... I can sense how you have a hard time feeling your emotions. What are you afraid of? The Strength card. What are you afraid of? Following your path. Following your journey. You have Leo energy somewhere. Okay, you're afraid of being confident because it feels like when you're confident, you get overly confident and then you fail and then you cringe at yourself. Okay, this could have happened when you were a kid. Maybe you got super confident about something and you were wrong and your solar plexus was like, it was shut. And now it's like, if I tap into my confidence way too much, I may make a mistake and I will be judged for it. And people would say, haha, you really believed in yourself? Wow, you guys. You're afraid of your leadership abilities. Yes, when I said you may manipulate people, It's because you're afraid to step up in your leadership abilities. So you would manipulate people, and you would look like the quiet person, the person that people just don't expect it from, but you're actually arranging your things behind the scenes in the way you want them to happen. Okay. Also, you're afraid of your truth. You're afraid of standing up, especially in front of family, parents. You're afraid to say no to them. Although you may say no, the actions you take say yes. Okay, whatever you do, it's still because they triggered you, so they have this control over you. Okay, how do you wound your inner child even more? How do you wound your inner child? But for many of you, your inner child loves music. How do you wound it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Eight of Cups. The Moon in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know about your connection to your mom, but the feminine is heavily blocked. The feminine was never powerful in your family dynamics. She was never empowered. There is suppression around the feminine. And if you're also the feminine energy, you're afraid of stepping up in your power as a feminine. Okay. With the Eight of Cups, what are you afraid of? Failure. Yes, look at that. I was thinking walking away, rejection. No, I don't think that's it. Failure. You're afraid of failure. Because when you fail, wow, you experience such deep emotional outbursts when you fail. You detach, you hide in your shell, just like a Cancer energy, and you experience such deep emotional outbursts and transformations inside of you when you fail, because it really, really hurts your ego and your authority, your achievements. You're like, if I fail once, everything you achieved, you can't see it anymore. But this really hurts your inner child. I want you to work through your issues around failing, because failure holds you back from your greater potential and becoming a leader. What can you do to heal that your inner child? What can you do to heal your inner child? First of all, forgive the fact that your mom may have been a weak figure in the family dynamics. Okay, forgive her. Acknowledge that she had her own things. Forgiveness is big here. You hold a lot of resentment around the fact that the mom did not protect you, or I don't know, she wasn't like this powerful feminine you strive to be. It's like you strive to be an empowered feminine, but at the same time your feminine energies are something you fear. I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened, my neighbors. Oh my god. Whew. What was that? I don't know if you heard it, you guys, but that was crazy. Okay. Okay. Ooh, this could be very symbolic. Yes, I feel like whatever we're discussing right now, it really hits deep. So, what can you do to heal your inner child? Too many cards. I'm not gonna take them. I'm gonna shuffle the deck. What can you do to heal your inner child? Oh, wow. There's so much fear you're holding on to. What can you do to heal your inner child? What can you do to heal your inner child? Son of Wands in reverse. What can you do to heal your inner child? Okay. Screw your plans. You have pre-planned your life, maybe. You have these goals, but really see, are those goals yours, or are you trying to satisfy your family? To heal your inner child, you need to go in the direction you feel guided to go to. Okay? You need to embrace your freedom. I want to clarify this, but you have to free yourself from your family stuff and drama. Some of you may have siblings, actually. That's another thing I'm seeing. 2 or 1 sibling or 2 siblings, like you could be 3 or 2 kids, and your siblings may have it easier than you. 6 of Cups, it represents children, it represents the past, it represents happiness and healing and past memories, nostalgia. How can you heal your inner child? Let go of making people happy. Your life is your life. It's not anybody else's. I want you to write in a journal, when are you truly satisfied with yourself and happy? When can you sit down and say, I did all of this and I'm happy because I did it because I wanted to do it? How much of your life comes from your heart space? Please check that out by journaling. And yeah, like, but again, there are huge things around your childhood where you were always manipulated to go different places, but you're supposed to go in your own direction. Okay, let's get a healing message from the goddesses. But heavy Scorpio and Pisces placements. Look at your North Node. Look at your North Node, because we have Granny loved us the most. She's saying we are on the way towards our purpose. So your inner child wants you to remind yourself of your North Node, your life purpose. Your life purpose, your desire, because despite all of that, you have such a strong sense of purpose, of wanting to achieve something. If you read your North Node and you see the truth, read your North Node and also Midheaven. You have 2 axes in your natal chart, very important. North and South Node, always opposite signs, and also Midheaven, 10th house, and then your 4th house, which represents childhood. Look at those. Okay, look up your Midheaven and what's opposite of your Midheaven. Look then at your North Node and what's opposite of your North Node. This will give you so much clarity and you'll be like, whoa. It will open your eyes is what I'm getting. And it's almost like once you see the true destiny, the true purpose that you have, this strong sense of purpose you have inside of you that you've been taught will work finally for you and not for others. Okay, so you'll be really grateful that your parents taught you to be so resilient and so purposeful and so goal oriented, because now you're gonna focus all of these strengths and skills and abilities, yes, onto yourself. So you're gonna use their manipulation for your benefit, which is beautiful. Alchemy, transmutation, whatever you want to call it, because we have skills and just qualities and abilities with the Three of Wands. When we asked about what is your inner child afraid of, how are you going to use your power? How are you going to use your power? You can use this manipulation when other people manipulated you for your benefit. But I don't want you to manipulate others, okay? Healing message from the goddesses. Compassion. Have compassion for yourself. You have Kuan Yin. Have compassion for yourself. Don't judge others or you, and see the love and light in every person. I told you, you have to forgive your mom, and you have to forgive the family dynamics, because you will see how that was an ancestral pattern that your parents followed by their parents, and so on. But the grandmother here, one of your grandmoms, is super pure light. Yes. Forgive yourself, forgive people in the situation, and just hold compassion for them, hold compassion for yourself. Very important, you guys. And also with compassion, the angels or your grandmother or your spirit team is working on your heart chakra. So that's beautiful, okay? I hope you resonated, you guys. Please let me know in the comment section if you did. I hope these messages assist you to heal, okay? I'm not trying to trigger anyone. I'm really trying to give you guidance and clarity so you can heal. So if you want to book a personal reading, please check out my website before you contact me. And then, of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, because it really supports my channel, and I'm so grateful for that. And you can share with people who you think might benefit from my readings. I have my Instagram linked in the description box below. You would only benefit if you follow me there. I post very insightful messages and information and pick a card readings. And finally, I have my donation PayPal link, so if you're feeling generous, you can always donate. With your donations, by the way, I use them only for decks and books, so I can improve my readings. So yeah, I haven't introduced new decks yet. I have purchased, I have ordered, but they will take so long to arrive because of the COVID situation, so I'm really sorry for that. But if you have donated, if you have, sent money and you're wondering, I'm not seeing any equipment improving, I just want to know that your donations are going into tarot decks, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in another reading. Bye. Okay, now let's move on with pile 3. Hello, welcome to your reading, you guys. Let me take a sip of water because I've been talking for an hour now. Okay, pile 3, I have your channeled message right here. I'm going to shuffle the deck to cleanse it from the previous pile. I have also, if you didn't see the intro, I have questions to guide me throughout the reading, which are very helpful. I don't know if when you were a kid you encountered a lot of butterflies. You have a special connection to Archangel Raziel, is what I'm getting. You have a sense of beauty and aesthetics. You see the beauty in life. That's your inner child's gift. You see beauty everywhere in everything. You can find it. That's amazing. And your angels always guide you. I feel like quite a few times in your life you've been almost in an accident. This could be, you know, literal, maybe car accident, something serious, or something less serious, such as getting in trouble at school or at work or something. And your angels always, like almost before you know, this thing happens, they prevent it from happening. They kind of they're showing me a huge butterfly coming, and you sit on its wings and it takes you away from that trouble. So this is beautiful. Now let's read your channeled messages, because I already forgot about them. Oh my god, okay, that's amazing. I want to bring creativity and inspiration into your life. Rediscover your emotions with me. Connect with animals. You maybe wanted to be a vet when you were a kid. You always had a special connection to nature, animals, creativity, beauty, the arts. You abandoned this for a while. It feels like right now you're rediscovering it. Reconnect, rediscover your emotions with me. Maybe you faced a lot of gaslighting when you were a kid. Maybe people around you didn't want to acknowledge the depth of your feelings. They were like, you're just a kid, what do you know? You can't be that deep. But you're an old soul. You feel like a crystal or rainbow child. You're an old soul, gentle, angelic, maybe an earth angel. So you are deep. You've been through a lot in your past lives. You were incarnated with all the wisdom, okay? I'm seeing someone here has like big eyes, big, maybe you have Pluto in your first house, water sign energy, or Leo rising, first house, rising sign, moon, but you have these beautiful eyes. When someone looks into your eyes, it's like, I can see your soul, I can see beauty, I start to feel things. You have a very emotional look. When you look at someone, they start to, feelings start to bubble up inside of them. That's a gift. That's a gift. And some of you don't even know it, because you have rediscovered your emotions with me. You don't even realize how empathic you are, and how much you can feel and sense people, and how they sense you, how your presence affects them emotionally. Also animals, you may be an animal healer, energetic animal healer. You could be channeling through mediumship, passed on animals, or you have maybe a lot of animal spirit guides, is what I'm getting. Okay, so now, what does your inner child love to do? Let's see. Too many cards. I'm sorry, there were like 5 or 6 cards. I'm not taking. When a pile falls from my deck, I'm not taking it. Okay, what does your inner child love to do? Spend time in nature, duh. Okay. What does your inner child love to do? Three of Wands in reverse. There you go. Your inner child likes to be present. Your inner child gets stressed and anxious when you think about the future. Wow, you guys produce a lot of stress hormones in your body. Even when you're excited about things, you suddenly... Okay, so you make plans to go somewhere, to visit a country, to start a new project or whatever, but once you start thinking about the future, the outcome and all of that, you suddenly get super anxious and you start to produce stress hormones. And it's like, you're excited and then you're like, oh my god. So it's a very, very bipolar reaction. It's like, yes, I want to do that. Oh my god, I have to do that. Oh my god, I have to do that. That's the energy I'm getting from you. Like, wow. Okay. What do you... Father of Swords, leadership. What do you love to do? What does your inner child love to do? The Three of Wands. Now I'm getting a different message. Thank you so much. Your energy is opening me up to new messages from the cards. With the Three of Wands in reverse, it's like excuse me, it's like you're not a follower, you're a leader. You're a leader. You're a leader. Um, your inner child needs a tribe. It loves having a tribe. You are very good with strategy, with planning, but in the present moment. Or things that, okay, I'm gonna do this today. Okay, I'm gonna plan today. If you plan too far in the future, it feels like people always get in your way. It's a little frustrating for you. But yeah, when you plan for the future, people just get in your way and the plans fail some way, somehow. What does your inner child love to do? You love to talk. Your inner child loves to talk, to inspire people, to motivate them, but you would be a great salesman or saleswoman. You would be great at sailings because you can sell anything. You're so convincing. Your inner child, whenever you need something, your inner child just knows how to I'm seeing what is the word, enchant people, or trick, not manipulate. It's very pure, to be honest. It's innocent. It's almost like you put a spell on people and they give you what you need. They take care of you, they follow you. Wow, you have this magnetic look for sure. What does your inner child love to do? Justice in reverse. You don't like order. Yes, absolutely. You don't like order. You don't like to plan things to for very far in the future, because you prefer to go with the flow, and you prefer people who can adjust to your flow. So I see that your inner child, you love a tribe, but you're not afraid to cut somebody off. Okay, when you cut somebody off, or if you feel alone, you always find people. But even if you feel alone, like you don't have followers, you don't have a tribe, you still thrive because you feel freedom. Your inner child craves freedom. You don't like to follow the crowd. You go and you follow those roads that nobody walked upon in the past. You create a new road for people, a new path for them, is what I'm getting. Yeah, you just love to pave a way for communities. I'm hearing is this global or local? It feels like different people, different groups who resonate with different things. But for some of you, you love local communities. For others, it's global communities. Okay, you don't need friends in your hometown, but you thrive on social media, for example. Because I'm picking up honestly on both energies. So, what is your inner child afraid of? Let's see. Also, why I'm talking about what your inner child loves to do, what does it love, it's because you need to tap into these energies to nurture it. Okay, I hope you get that. I hope you get that. Now, what are you afraid of? What is your inner child afraid of? Ace of Wands, passion. Maybe you're afraid of change and new beginnings. Yeah, I think that most of you're great at organizing local communities, working in your comfort zone, right? You may, you're afraid of change, opportunities. Because again, it's change and opportunities they concern your future. And you're afraid of dealing with the future. New horizons. Some of you, when you learn something, maybe you stick to it, you never expand. Get out of this, okay? You're afraid of expansion is what I'm getting, of learning new skills, but actually this can be very helpful. This is a fear you need to work through. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Ooh, the devil in reverse. You're afraid of losing control. You're afraid of losing your power over communities. You're afraid of stepping off your throne and your leadership position. You're afraid of stepping back and allowing somebody else to shine. I don't know if you're Leo or Capricorn, rising sun, but or even moon, for some of you, Leo moon or Capricorn moon, but you need to, it's almost like your inner child is so afraid of giving the spotlight to somebody else because it feels like it was taken away from me. I don't know, when you were a kid, maybe your parents were big on share your toys, don't be selfish, or if you have siblings, you maybe have had fights over your parents when you were very, very little, or you fought over things that were yours, but maybe your parents or society made you think that it's selfish to keep this to yourself. You gotta share it, and you weren't ready to share it. Especially, I'm getting that maybe some of you really, you attached deep emotional meaning to material gifts, possessions. You're like, that's from my grandma, that's from my mommy, that's from so and so, and it's important for me. And then some other kid comes and want to take it, or your parents were like, leave this to your brother, sister, to your cousin, you don't need it, you're a grown-up. That was very emotionally traumatic. Okay, that was, it seems like a small thing, like a little thing, but now you want to shine, you want to be in the spotlight, and you're so afraid of letting go of that, that it's affecting your plans and strategy for the future. It's affecting your clarity. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing things being taken away from your inner child. And by growing up, you developed these two faces. Don't be afraid when I talk about these things. If you get triggered, click off the video. But I dive into a lot of stuff. So this reading is supposed to heal you. So if you get triggered, it's because you're healing. It's because you're acknowledging something. So yeah, my intentions were not to trigger you guys. But what I'm seeing is that things were taken away from your inner child, and then you cry, and then someone else comes and asks you, oh, how are you doing? And you turn this other face, almost like an angry animal or something, very, very animalistic, and like mine. You know, you developed some possessiveness over things, people, situations. Your inner child, it's almost like you're afraid of yourself. You're afraid of losing control. Maybe, you know, someone comes in with a great set of skills, and they were chosen instead of you, and instead of being happy for this person, you have a really hard time controlling yourself, not to lash out, not to say fuck you, I'm the best. You know, you gotta deal with that. How do you wound your inner child? How do you wound your inner child? The Empress in reverse. Hold on. And the Two of Pentacles upright. Yes, oh my god. Toxic femininity. What is this? How do you wound your inner child? When there is this balance between the physical and the spiritual matter of things, when you focus too much on one or the other, you wound your inner child. But for you guys, I'm sensing that most of you, if you're too focused on superficial things, success, fame, recognition, money, you've been neglecting your spirituality. The divine feminine, or the Empress, is suppressed spiritual impulse. Okay, the High Priestess is spirituality embodied, the divine feminine, right? But the Empress is this impulse to strive towards the sky, look up at the stars, and connect with this higher version of you. How do you wound your inner child? When you stray away from your spirituality, from your morals, from your soul values, and you move too much into material stuff, material world, material possessions, or again, recognition, fame, and so on. How does the world wound your inner child? Right? Because yes, it's us, but sometimes people can project onto us. So I want to see, how does the the world wound your inner child? How does the world hurt your inner child? Oh my god. Son of Swords, Justice. Again, we have Justice twice, but here is an upright. And we also have, he is like, when you, the world is really hurting you when they push you into making a decision. They leave you no other option but to decide. And you feel like you have to let go of something in order to receive something else. You have a hard time letting go. You want it all. I get it. Your inner child is really hurt when society makes you make a choice. They're like, spirituality or money, this or that, black or white. And you just want to live this balanced life, but you were never taught how to live a balanced life. You always had to choose. Maybe you wanted a gift for your birthday and you had to make a decision, this or that. Pick one of two things, and you were like, I want both, I need both to feel secure, I need both, but it was never offered. So you always feel like you gotta sacrifice something to get something else. This is how the world, this is almost like the reality you manifested for yourself, and this is how the world is hurting you. You need to find an area for yourself where you don't need to choose. You don't need to sacrifice anything. What can you do to heal your inner child? Let's see. What can you do to heal your inner child? I didn't read. Oh no, I did. I'm sorry, you guys. I forgot if I read the channel's message, but I did. How can you heal your inner child? These two. 7 of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Alchemy, balance, healing. You're healing lack mentality, poverty consciousness. You're healing the sacrifice complex. What else is this? What else does it represent? The 7 of Pentacles. Yes, you're definitely healing. Some of you are healing financial money issues. Maybe you don't feel comfortable with donating, giving money. You can heal your inner child by reassuring your inner child, we live in an abundant universe. It will always provide for us. We are safe. I will always take care of you. You're never alone. Your inner child really felt like maybe attention was everything you could receive. You know what I'm getting? Some of you received attention for your creativity and your craft and your skills, but then another kid would come in with their amazing new gadgets, maybe a tablet, maybe an amazing smartphone, or new clothes or whatever, magazines, whatever, new just objects, just material stuff. And kids who loved you and they praised you moved to this other kid and they were like, wow, you have these amazing stuff, let's be friends. So you felt like you had to buy your way in society and communities, but that's not the case. You're definitely balancing out spirituality and financial stability. Now let's get a healing, an encouraging message from the goddesses, from the goddess oracle. Isis is coming through hot. Wow, Isis is like, I resurrected my husband. I brought all the pieces together. You can build yourself again. There is like a phoenix rising thing happening for you guys. Your inner child fears, oh my god, change because it loses control, right? It doesn't feel safe. The root chakra just blows out of proportion when it comes to how charged or how deployed of energy it feels. But Isis is coming through to remind you, you don't need to be in the spotlight. She was the wife, right? She was the supportive wife, the feminine, but she is so greatly known for her service, for what she did. She was a healer. There is so much in mythology around Isis, but to me, she represents someone who, she masked herself as someone poor in order to keep her child Horus safe from Set. In Egyptian mythology, what I'm trying to say is that Isis shined for her services and not for her possessions, not so much for her power, but how humble she was and powerful at the same time. So do not try to exert your power. I'm seeing a power struggle for sure. You want to dominate. Do not try to do that, because this hurts your inner child more. Because your inner child is even more convinced that this is what makes it happy, this is what makes it secure. I'm sorry that I went on a rant about Isis, but I had to. But some of you have a strong connection to her. And Aphrodite. Aphrodite, yes. You have a strong connection to her as well. Google them, look them up in your natal chart. Aphrodite at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what to think about these readings. They're just full of synchronicities. I love this. But yeah, look them up in your, I'm not sure if there's an asteroid in astrology for Isis, but I'm sure you have Phoenix and you have Aphrodite, so look them up. Lead the children. Lead the children. Leadership, child. How you can heal your inner child? Become a leader to yourself. Your tribe will find you. You're a natural leader. You don't need to get out of your way to be noticed. Okay? And also, this talks about that you may want to heal your inner child by working with kids, or just working your relationship with other kids. Oftentimes, when we have inner child issues, we have a hard time, wanting kids or working with children, getting along with children. And the funny thing is that children are drawn to us, but we may run away. If that's the case for you, I want you to improve your relationship with kids. Okay? So that's all I have for you, Pile 3. I hope you resonated. Please let me know in the comment section below. I have all of my information for personal readings in the description box below, along with my Instagram account, which if you follow me there, you would only benefit. I post things about my spiritual journey, information, clairvoyant messages, pick card readings, and all of that. It's a good place to be. Also, I post polls so you can pick the next pick card reading. What do you prefer? I will start posting Q&As if you have any questions. If you're just simply interested in my opinion on stuff, I can give you, objective advices and opinions as far as I'm able to provide you with the information. And yeah, if you feel generous to donate, I have my PayPal donation link in the description box as well. And I think that's please, before you contact me for a personal reading, please visit my website. It's so important that you see the pricings, you see the type of reader I am, and then if you have any more questions, I am free to answer them. If I take a little bit of time, please respect that I am busy. I try to reply as fast as possible. Okay, thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope I will see you in another one of my readings. Now let's move on to pile 4. I'm so excited to do these, you guys. I'm really excited. I feel like we're doing a great job. These readings feel like activations to me, literally, especially this one with the inner child. I'm so happy I gained the courage and the bravery to come on camera and do it. Chiron in 3rd house is what I'm getting for you guys. Pile 4. So obviously this will not resonate for everyone, but talking, something with your speech, with your throat chakra, with how you formulate your sentences, you may struggle with that. Some of you started talking very late, you know, when you were still very young, like 1 or 2 years old, but you were a late bloomer when it comes to when you started to talk. But it's because most of your star seeds and you have this telepathy thing going on. Pile 4, I have a little channeled Claire, automatic writing messages. Okay, now I get it why I'm picking up on this. Okay, hold on. Ooh, did you watch horror movies or something spooky, something scary when you were a kid? I'm getting like a spooky experience that closed you off of your psychic abilities. So this is these are messages directly from your inner child. It's channeled. Connection with the stars, boredom and anxiety at school because we were so empathic, so you experienced boredom and anxiety at school because you're empaths. Fall in love with the little things, do not run away. Fall in love with the little things. Okay, yeah, you have a connection to the stars, you're a starseed, period. You have psychic abilities, you may have suffered different disorders when you were a kid, or you were labeled with disorders, but in actuality you're psychic, you're telepathic, you're empathic. And now you're learning to love Earth and the human experience. Your inner child has trouble connecting, relating, but I feel like I'm hearing trine 11th house. I don't know what planet. Is it Venus? Is it Moon? You moved to a different country, state, or a shift in your natal chart took place, like progression in your natal chart, and maybe you have Chiron in 3rd, 7th, or 11th house, but something about your 11th house was in trine placement with a planet that improved your community, and now you're meeting more of your soul tribe people, other star seeds, basically. That's nice. Let's see. So I have, if you haven't seen the intro, I have a couple of questions to guide me throughout the reading because these really helped. So what does your inner child love to do? Oh, everything. Oh, child, you love everything. You want to do it all. Queen of Swords, mystery in reverse. Your inner child, look at that. Isn't this the starseed card? For me, this always looks like the starseed card. Your inner child has a wide open third eye. Since you were a kid, you were very clairvoyant, very psychic. Once again, you love to debunk mysteries, to discover mysteries, to learn about mystery teachings. You had a past life in where you were like a student or a teacher in mystery school or something like that. 100%. You see beyond the veil. Some of your mediums, but you're blocking the mediumship, you're blocking it. You're blocking seeing spirits because this is scary. You may have seen a spirit when you were a kid, or the aura of a... Oh my god, this could be triggering for some of you, but I feel guided to say it. Please, please, please. Breathe in, breathe out. If you visited a funeral or some funeral tradition when you lost a relative, you may have actually seen the spirit of that relative leaving the body. This really spoke to you and you blocked it. But your inner child loves mysteries. I mean, you're a star seed. You love to remember esoteric information, spiritual information. You love it. I don't know why I'm hearing Libra rising for some reason. The Wheel of Fortune. Chances. Destiny. It's beautiful. So, What does your inner child love to do? Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy, expansion. You love to expand your knowledge. But I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Past life in Egypt? Yes. Past life in Egypt, in Atlantis? Yes. Yes. In Lemuria? Yes. You've had it all. You have visited these ancient civilizations. Some of you, when you were a kid, you were dreaming of those places. You were remembering. Hold on. Okay. We have the Fool card. Oh my god, you guys, you have made. What does your inner child love to do? Two major arcanas, the Wheel of Fortune with the Fool card, and then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. You want to know the truth, period. But you're not so into sharing the truth. You're smart, but silent. Your inner child was a little, I don't feel like I want to talk about this. But with the Fool card, you're a young soul. You're a young soul because, okay, they're saying you're a starseed, right? You have had lifetimes in these ancient civilizations, but you weren't prepared for the density of current reality, okay? You didn't incarnate in the 50s, 40s, or centuries after the fall of ancient Egypt, after the knowledge of ancient Egypt was scattered, it was abused, you left. You haven't visited Earth. That's your 2020. You're here because you knew there will be a shift in energy and you'll be able to survive. You wouldn't be able to survive in the density of Earth, is what I'm getting. So in that sense, you're very wise. It's funny, you're very wise, very smart, very ancient in that sense, very psychic and intuitive, but you're young when it comes to human mundane tasks, because you don't have this, you don't know how to do it. You may feel bored easily. You don't want to cook. You don't want to do the laundry. You don't want to clean the house, because it's like these are so boring for you. School was boring. It gave you anxiety because you were like, I'm lacking freedom and I'm learning nothing. You are striving for higher knowledge. Okay, so you would love to travel. Your inner child wants to visit these sacred sites around the world. Do it. That's beautiful. If you travel, your energy while you travel, you're a grid worker. So your inner child remembers that. When you were a kid, you remembered that and you wanted to go places, and if you couldn't go visit physically, you went there visually with your mind, with your psychic technology, with your third eye. And now that you are a grown-up, you feel guided to visit different ancient sites. It's because you're a grid worker, and when you go, you heal, you shift the energy. That's amazing, you guys. So what is your inner child afraid of? Let's see. Also, your inner child doesn't like to be logical. You listen to your intuition, you take chances, you have faith. You have faith that people do not understand. It's because they haven't seen the things you have seen, or they don't remember. What are you afraid of? Six of Wands, which are success, but you're afraid of religion. Look at that. Can you see it? You're afraid of religion. You're afraid of almost like being famous and in the public eye, because you see beyond the veil. You know that celebrities, famous people, big people, very famous people, they have done things that are not light to get that fame. You know this? and you're sad because a part of you wants to be recognized for your gifts, but you settle down for, no, you didn't settle down. You realized, whatever, I don't need this. I don't need this public recognition. Because in the past, you were probably in a high position, such as high priestess, priest, teacher, ambassador is what I'm getting. So you were an important person. Your gifts were acknowledged. Okay, where you're coming from. And now you come here, and in order to be acknowledged, you need to become part of a system you don't like. And that's why you are pretty much a rebel. You're afraid of not succeeding though. But let me reassure you, you don't need to be in the matrix and to do things the way others do things in order to succeed. What is your inner child afraid of? But you're definitely afraid of dogmatic stuff and religion. Maybe you're afraid of churches or something like this. That's possible as well. Or of fathers in churches. You may be afraid of them. They may feel like, oh, I don't know, an icky vibe. What is your inner child afraid of? I don't know if you've been oh my god. You're afraid of where Earth is heading towards. You are a very collectively oriented person. You're not selfish at all. So, yeah, but I feel like some of you're afraid of your darkness a little bit. Because you possess this mysticism knowledge. So, your inner child, since you were a kid, you knew how powerful you are. Some of you manifested things, some of you even manifested things that were not positive. It's because you were so sensitive to the energies, you didn't know how to deal with these dense emotions. You got angry and you hurt somebody or something happened that was kind of negative, and you got afraid of yourself and your own abilities. Wow. Let me tell you, your inner child is a little bit afraid of magic and the occult. Even though you're attracted by it, you have fear around it. And that's because you're powerful. You can manifest things. You came on Earth, okay, you are a starseed, yes. But where you're coming from, you have connections to Orion or Sirius. You're coming from a place where there was a deep polarization between light and dark. And you came on Earth to make a final free will decision. So your inner child always knew you're here for a big mission, you're here to save the world, but you're afraid of, tapping into these selfish desires. Your inner child is afraid of forgetting or losing or abandoning your collective mission, your Earth mission, your humanitarian mission, okay? You have some Pluto Aquarius oppositions or something, maybe. How do you wound your inner child? How do you hurt your inner child? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Hold on. By not committing. By not committing. You hurt your inner child by not committing to your mission. You juggle between light and dark. You juggle between ascension, leaving ascension on the back burner. You have a mission. Remember, you have a mission. You're very strong. Do not give in to your fears and your doubt. Your inner child has this deep faith. Don't run away. I have it channeled. Do not run away from your mission. Fall in love with the little things, okay? To change the world, you don't need to be in big authority position, a big leadership position. You can change the world from your room by working with people and healing them, by meditating. You can change the world by working in a local community for maybe saving animals or planting trees or whatever. Changing the world starts with changing yourself. Your inner child knows that you've been deeply programmed, and you've been working through a lot of your programs, a lot of your, I'm gonna do it all on my own. What I'm getting is that your inner child does not want you to deal with stuff on your own, okay? Your tribe, I told you, 11th house activation, your tribe is coming in. But you need to commit to your mission, because your frequency is very unfocused, ungrounded, and it switches very quickly. You go from very ascended and peaceful into very deep, dense emotions. And I understand these cycles, but you need to set a base frequency for yourself. And it's I'm not getting lower than that. Enough is enough. Your inner child is also a little afraid to face the shadow, but you still have a little bit of shadow work to do. You may be still in that period, but you're coming out of it is what I'm getting. You need, after coming out of the shadow period, I want you to commit to the light, and to create this base frequency where you never get below that. You never doubt your light to get below that. It's not about even doing shadow work, because doing shadow work does not make you evil. It does not make you evil. It makes you face deep stuff you've been running away from. But the important thing about shadow work and how you know it's helping you is that next time you dive into your shadow work, you are more secure and sure of your light. You go in it holding your light. You don't go empty, confused, and I don't know where I am. I don't know what to do. Okay? How does the world hurt your inner child? What projections from the world hurt your inner child? The Lovers. Relationships, my love. But again, commitment. Oh my god. Yeah, it's again about commitment, relationships, love, twin flames. Some of you are triggered when it comes to twin flames. How the world hurts your inner child. Let me pull another card. Power, 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Looking for a soul tribe, for a soulmate, for family, for people you can confide in, relate to, does not make you weak. Okay, your inner child is afraid of, you kind of want to do things on your own, but you're not meant to do things on your own. You're not meant to save the world alone. You're supported, and you need to know this. What can you do to heal your inner child? The world kind of, I don't know, apply this to your situation, but I'm getting that the world hurt your inner child, wounded it by taking away your power, your I am energy, the solar plexus, the confidence. You may not be confident in relationships. Some of you have faced narcissists, sociopaths, heavy karmic connections. You are in these connections to uplift the person you were with, but you were not meant to stay and sacrifice your power. Now, what can you do to heal your inner child? You guys, every pile was so deep and different and profound. I can't believe it. So interesting. What can you do to heal your inner child? The Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh my god, I was literally thinking the mother. The Queen of Cups is the mother and it's nurturing. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, balance your emotions. What can you do to heal your inner child? Do not go in drastic bipolar states, like you're super happy, ascended and peaceful, in ecstasy almost, and then you go into anger, sadness, frustration, emotion. Do not. They're saying when you go into these super negative feelings, like you can't control yourself, it's like it's not you. It's because it's not you. It's because you allowed other thought forms and beings to connect with you and manifest through you. Be careful, stand your ground. I'm seeing mirrors. People, especially in relationships, but yeah, any sort of connection relationship, people will trigger the shit out of you because they will mirror a lot. They will mirror a lot of the things you don't like about humanity. You need to develop compassion for human beings and for Earth and for the development of humanity, and to accept where we are at and gently shift it. Indigo energy coming through very strong. Now let's get a healing message from the Oracle cards from the Goddess Guidance. I'm looking at the timestamps. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Okay. Healing message for Pile 4 from the Goddesses. Maat is coming through, is what I'm seeing, and Mother Gaia as well. Nurturing the divine feminine, love, compassion, hold space. You are such a nurturing soul. You don't realize it. You became a warrior. You embodied the warrior archetype, but this is hurting your inner child. You need to once again connect with your feminine side, with your feelings, with your love and compassion. Speak love. Make love, not war. What are you feeding into? Sitch. Quiet and calm, or silence and peace and calm. Look at all the stars behind her. You're an indigo starseed. Period. That's it. Take time to breathe, to meditate, to ponder in quiet and solitude and peace. Okay, I want one more card, please. I wish you could see the color on the colors of the cards, but they're very like matching. We have predominant violets and blues and greens, which is beautiful. Funny, I had a client today and her aura was exactly violet, blue and green. Very beautiful. Galactic ancestors. You may feel very disconnected from your family members. You have a galactic family. Trust it. Feel their love. Abundancia. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I probably screwed it over, but screwed it up. But we have abundance. The universe is pouring its abundance onto you. Open your arms to receive. Hold space, you guys. Get quiet and hold space. What you speak manifests. What you say manifests. You have this power of the manifestation of speech and words. You gotta be quiet about your plans. Hair. You gotta be quiet about your plans. You gotta spend time in meditation to connect with higher spirits. Once again, do not get attached to the hard-working system, the grind every day, the grinding system where work hard every day, put a lot of effort in. You know, when you feel called to do something, you have the passion and the inspo to do it, and the universe will always provide abundance for you. You're meant to be abundant by embodying the divine feminine energy. You need to leave behind this warrior mentality. You're fighting for the truth, I get it. But sometimes the best thing you can do is stay silent and keep the truth to yourself, so you allow somebody else to have the experience of rediscovering the truth on their own. That was a channeled message for some of you. Okay, my loves, I hope you resonated and you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comment section if you did, because I love to connect with you and hear your stories. It really enriches my points of view, and I love to collect information about people, their experiences. That's very interesting to me. I'm a Sag rising, so yeah. If you want to book a personal reading, I may take a little longer to reply, but I'm as fast as possible. Please, before you contact me, visit my website to check out the type of readings I do, the type of reader I am, and to see the prices. Then you can contact me via email or Instagram DMs. Follow me on Instagram, you guys, if you have an account, because I post pick card readings, clairvoyant messages, messages about my spiritual journey. I'm really developing the account and I'm trying to make it aesthetically pleasing for everyone. So yeah, I post also testimonials and reviews of readings I've done with other people, so you can see their experience and judge for yourself. Do you want to book a personal or not? What else? Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really supports my channel, and I'm already so grateful for everyone who have been doing those things for me. Thank you for the donations. If you're willing to keep doing that, I would be grateful. If you don't, I take energy donations as well. And yeah, what else? Make sure to share my video if you think that some of your friends or close people can relate to the messages or find their healing messages in my pick card readings or zodiac sign readings. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in my next video, you guys. So grateful, forever grateful. Oh my love your way. Bye.